Season 3 of The White Lotus just dropped its finale, and as expected, it was a slow burn bloodbath wrapped in existential dread and tragic irony. Let's kick things off by talking about what happened to the main characters in that intense finale. So if you have not watched the finale yet and you are a die-hard fan, please log off right now, don't listen to this and stop living under a rock. You should have watched it by now. So Rick, played by Walton Goggins, fueled by years of unresolved trauma, Rick believes resort owner Jim Hollinger killed his father. He storms into that scene, kills Jim, only to find out that he was actually his father. That twist hits like a truck. Ultimately, Rick is gunned down by the unassuming resort guard Gaitok. Tragedy layered in irony. Chelsea, played by Amy Lowood. Chelsea, emotionally tied to Rick, tragically gets caught in the crossfire during the shootout. Her accidental death feels like the final nail in Rick's downward spiral. Jim Hollinger, played by Scott Glenn. Jim's past sins catch up with him in the worst way possible. While he seemed shady throughout the season, his death, especially given the reveal that he is Rick's father, adds a devastating twist to the whole narrative. Timothy Ratcliffe, played by Jason Isaacs. By God, his entire story arc is perhaps one of the darkest. Drowning in financial despair, he nearly poisons his whole family and backs out at the last second, but not before his younger son Lachlan accidentally drinks poison smoothie and nearly dies. This moment forces Timothy to confront his breakdown and commit to healing. Lachlan Ratcliffe, Sam Nivola. Lachlan's near-death experience jolts the family into reality. He survives, but this harrowing moment becomes the emotional pivot that shifts the Ratcliffes from collapse to redemption in some way. Belinda, played by Natasha Rothwell. Finally some justice. Belinda wins a $5 million settlement from Gary, who's been hiding his involvement in Tanya's death. She walks away from the resort financially secure and emotionally intact. One of the very few happy endings in this bleak saga. But again, didn't evil win in this story as well? Gaitok, played by Time. The soft-spoken security guy turns into the story's final executor. He's the one who shoots Rick, putting an end to the chaos. His arc is a reminder that every background character in The White Lotus has a story. Jacqueline, Kate and Laurie. Their friendship feels like comic relief for most of the season, but by the finale they reconnect and resolve their buried tensions, offering some much-needed emotional resolution. Now let's talk about the review, what worked and what didn't. Now that we've covered what happened, let's break down how well the season actually delivered. Let's talk about the positives first. Cinematic brilliance. The Thailand setting is nothing short of magical. Every frame feels intentional. From the reflective pool shots to the wide still moments during tense conversations, the opening of the finale, wow, sunrise on the Andaman Sea perfectly sets up the tone of the heartbreak that actually follows. Acting performances, I have to call out Walton Goggins, he just deserves an Emmy. His scenes with Jim in the finale, raw, unpredictable, heartbreaking, are unforgettable. Carrie Coon, Natasha Rothwell and Jason Isaacs all bring complex emotional energy to the table, which grounds even the season's most surreal moments. Themes that hit hard. This season digs deep into fate, identity, and inherited trauma. The philosophical undertones, especially the idea of amor fati, love your fate, come through strong, especially in Chelsea and Rick's dialogue before the chaos begins. Alright, let's talk about what a lot of people are feeling out there. The season 3 is not that great compared to the last two seasons. Let's talk about why. What are the negatives? Pacing issues. The first half of the season crawls. Episode 3, especially filled with introspective dream sequences, feels like filler. Only around episode 4 does the plot finally start tightening up. Underdeveloped threats. Timothy's murder-suicide plot was bold, but the resolution feels too neat. After the smoothie scare, things get wrapped up too quickly. A bit of a disservice to how intense the build-up was. Could have explained it a little better. At least we could have seen the reaction of the family when they actually got to know what happened. Mrs. Ratcliffe's reaction would have been amazing. Familiar tropes. We are back to the rich exploiting the locals, tourists ruining everything, messy family dynamics. While these are the White Lotus trademarks, they're starting to feel recycled without enough innovation. In the end, I would just like to say, Season 3 of White Lotus swings for the fences. It's darker, more philosophical, and surprisingly fatal. The finale delivers shocking moments and thoughtful reflections on destiny, privilege, and identity. But it's not without flaws. The slow burn might lose some viewers, and certain arcs deserved more attention. I would say that this show is definitely a 7 on 10. Watch it for the cinematography, killer performances, and classic White Lotus unraveling mystery. This mystery, especially the 1.5 hour finale, will keep you hooked. Just be ready to wait for the payoff and you'll be happy. Or sad maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the show. Please come down in the comments and let me know if you have any theory that I missed or something that you would like to talk about. Please come down in the comments and let's talk. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more such content. Thank you so much, guys.